Alrighty guys, this is literally just a quick opening box on a private matter. I'm not live streaming this, I'm literally recording this in my room. And the only reason why is because I bought this phone, this Samsung. I bought actually two. Surprisingly, I bought this one, the Midnight Black version, before the Ultra Grey version by like 5 minutes. The Ultra Grey appears to be delivered, whereas the other one has not just yet, with the Midnight Black. So I don't know why that is, but this one's just been delivered. Tracking number is NDR0004129, and I've got that package right here, as you can see, clearly sealed. Like, clearly sealed, guys. It hasn't been opened, it hasn't been tampered with. There's no dramas with it at all. I'm going to show you the article number just here. Obviously, it's going to be back to front, you guys on the camera, because why is that? Because I've got my camera flipped back when I do my recordings, but the package number, as you can see right there, says, I just gotta get this light. Whoops. I don't want to show my address. The only thing I'm blocking is literally my address, just in case this video goes on social media. If there is indeed a mistake and I find that I can't get a refund or anything like that, I'm gonna put this on social media. So here we go. NDR, let me block that out. 000412910009630, and the last digits are 1. So that just takes the first few digits. As you can see, I click on it. It was delivered with Australia Post, received by Australia Post, and the update will be that I've literally just picked it up. Like, literally went over there now. And the only reason why I want to open it is because my phone's has a few bad negative feedback. Like 99% of the time, like literally 99% of the time, positive feedback. There's 39 bad remarks. So yeah, and the problem is that when you read this, it says, for example, the particular phone I bought, the Samsung Galaxy S8, Oz stock seller unlocked, which is exactly the same one I bought. False advertising, not Oz stock, terrible communication, do not recommend. So I saw that, and you know, obviously I saw a few other comments. Someone else posted that they purchased the item, really disappointed with the product, wrong model and UAE version. But the thing that I saw in all this was that it was the best deal going around. And sometimes the best deals are a little bit too good to be true. So I thought, I want to buy it. So that's the phone that I've literally bought. It says here clearly that it is the SM-G950F ZD-AX SA, which is the Australian model. As you can see there, with the correct ROM, everything in it. In their post, they clearly have, it's from Sydney, best price guarantee. It's going to be shipped from Sydney. It's an Australian product. It's here. It's ours. So, the only reason why I want to do this video is kind of like to test if this is legit. Like, I need to see if I open this and if it's not correct, if it's already been opened, if it's been meddled with, if they've falsely changed the item, then I need to know, because a lot of people here are saying it's not Australian stock. So it's, you know, you got to be wary when you buy things all the time, and that's the thing. This person here said new phone, had a name written in text on back, and SIM card and warranty removed, which means that they'd opened the packaging, they tampered with it a little bit. So I'm literally doing this as kind of like, it is kind of like my evidence as well, just to see if it's all legit. And as you can see, I have not opened it. I'm opening it right now though. Look at that. I'm opening it for the first time. And it's a shame I don't have both the phones, so I've got one of them. And it's weird that I got one but not the other. I emailed them directly and I said, can you please send it ASAP so I get it by Friday? And I actually got it way earlier than I expected. Today's date is the 8th, 11th. So I got it 2 days before it was supposed to get in. One of the phones. But I want my phone. This one's for my girlfriend because we've got really old phones. I still got my OnePlus One. Here we go. Here's a 10 watt USB power adapter that's come with it. Ooh, Can't see because of the lighting. It says 2000 mAh. And this, I'm going to open up. Is it American or is it? It's Australian. It's Australian. First of all, that's an Australian charger. Shame that we've got too much brightness. As you can see, Australian charger. Ooh, Australian passport. Oops, dropped that. Don't want to do that. That's alright. It's only the charger. But if I put this down on the ground while I open this, how much lower can you go? Actually, I'll just open it right here. Okay, here we go. Sliding it out. So we got, what do we got? We got a card. Dear valued customer, thank you for your purchase with us. Please consider leaving positive feedback and a 5-star rating for us, as we value your reputation anyway. That's a pretty nice touch. Pretty nice touch. And there's nothing else in there. This is the box that it's come with. Gonna be opening up this little baby right now. Come on, boys. Oh my god, the bubble wrap is insane. So, let's have a look. Alright, I've opened it up. It says here on the end of it, right up there, it's the SM G950FD, which, let me just check if I can remember if that's the one we've got. Is it there? Ooh, G950FD. So if I Google G950FD, I'm going to punch that into Google right now. SM G950FD. And I'm going to put the words Australia behind it. This is on Whirlpool. This is Whirlpool. Okay, so this is the dual SIM? So what, do we have the dual SIM here when we didn't order the dual SIM? That's weird. I gotta keep reading, gotta keep finding. People are typing. What are these guys talking about? Mirai. I gotta find a guy called Mirai here somewhere. So this is the dual SIM discussion? What? I'm trying to look. Is this an old thread where Mariah's written something previously? So are you telling me that this... So we've got the Samsung SM 950F. Okay, let's do this. The Samsung Galaxy G950F versus the FD. You're telling me this is the dual SIM. Now let me just have a look back here. Is this anything about dual SIM, or am I out of my mind? Clearly says the FZ. I don't know. Let me just push that into Google. If I go to the Bing Lee version of this phone, is it dual SIM? That's the problem with all these little model changes at the end of the name. It's just, you get a little bit lost, yeah? Ba-da-ba-bum. Okay, so we have, I'm just looking at this website here. Let me just put it back on me and kind of see. So S8 Galaxy packaging. Got all the items at the bottom. Got a weird number on the back. It says 17217. That's someone else has put that there. It definitely says the SM-G950FD on this side as well. You see that it says FD. So, although, here's the thing, right? On the bottom of the packaging, right here, it says SM-G950FZVDXSG, which is an indication that this isn't the correct model that we've just bought. Just there, on the right-hand side. SM-G950. Again, sorry that it's upside down, but whatever the numbers that I just spilt out. SM-G950FCVDXSG. Let's have a look. So if I type this in, this is not going to be the model that we're looking for. So the model that we got, that we wanted, is the one that I've just posted right here. That's the one that we ordered. That's the one that's on the website as well when you buy the product. But we got the SM, you just go to another page. The SM-G950 VDXSG. I'm just looking this up to see what the go is. So what have they done here? Have they bought this and tried to resell it as the Australian stock? If I click here, what if I type Australia after it? That's the only thing I hate when you're looking for different types of bands, and it's very difficult to find the one in particular you're looking for. So if I type Samsung S8, I should have a model thing that I looked up before, specifications. It's a shame that they just don't have like a quick page where you can look at it and be like, okay, yeah, that one's this one, this one's that one, that's what this model is. Okay, I understand. I'm looking for like a simple website to tell me, because it might change the bands, which means it might not work as well in Australia. I don't know. I can't find anything on this particular model. I mean, it's coming up as a phone, but it's like, not that one, the one that we got now, which is this. Get rid of Australia. I think it's something to do in the Middle East, because you look at some of these websites. Yeah, it's not looking like it's Australian stock at all. That, I mean, you know straight up by the number it's not Australian stock. UAE variant down here. Search. I can't find anything on this particular model just by Googling it. UAE, this is a website right here where you can apparently buy this model. Sharif DG. Let me do the conversion. What is AED to AUD? So 2,299 is 818 Australian dollars. Plus whatever postage you would have gotten. I don't understand what this model is. I've got no idea what this model is that we've bought. There's nothing on it. There's like, you know, limited pages on this model that we bought in this box. And if I have to make this bigger just to show, just to make sure the clarity comes on through, I will. Right there. Back to front, but yeah, it's because the camera's back to front. So, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Maybe if I open it, it'll be the right phone. I mean, I've got every right to open this just to check. I'm going to do it all on camera. The packaging doesn't look like it's been that affected with. There's like a little couple of cuts and stuff here on the edges. But that, you know, that could just be because it's been shipped a couple of times or whatever. And, you know, that kind of happens. But it wasn't this bubble wrap. So you think initially if it came in that bubble wrap, you wouldn't have any problems. So here we are opening the phone. I'm still stupid about what particular version this is from. Okay. Okay, clearly this says here. Says here. Do not accept if seal is broken. Guess what? That seal's been broken. Here's the phone. So the seal's been broken before we've even touched it. Luckily I got this on film again. It's the Duos. It's the Duos. It's the dual SIM card version. That's not even, it's not even the right model type. It's the FD. Just trying to look if there's any scratches or anything on here. It doesn't look like the actual phone's been touched. The seal was 110% broken. Like that just literally came straight out. So someone's got like a knife and just slit it, like an envelope knife and just slit it. And made it look like it hasn't really been touched. But it has. It's 110% it's been touched. What do we do, boys? What do we do? I've got no idea what to do from here. So, why would they, here's the thing, why would they need to open this up? I don't understand. If they were reselling this, why would they need to actually open this up? I'm just trying to look underneath to see if there's any other... Am I expecting to see something under here? Just moving everything out. Okay, that's in the box. It actually comes with the... I don't know what type of prongs this is. Is that American? I don't think it's American. Travel adapter. It's like a USB stick. The only problem is I don't like putting generic I don't know what you want to call this, power adapters for anything when it comes to like brand new phones like this. What else does it come with? This as well. I'm not even sure what that actually does. It's just a conversion for the end of the battery, but what's in here? Headphones. We've got power cord, USB cable. Little earbuds for our headphones. Here's the headphones that come with it. Alright, so here's the thing. I'm going to keep looking into this. I'm going to keep looking at this website. Because I think these guys... I don't know. I still don't understand why they would have opened this. If they were just reselling it, why would they have done that? Were they checking to make sure the phone was in there? So that when they pushed it back on, no one else detected it? Was that it? It's definitely not a strain stock because, like, look at that. If it's a strain stock, it wouldn't come with that in the first place. It just wouldn't. It's got the eject pin, everything still connected to it. Alright. So I'll put that back exactly the same way as I found it. So put it all back in there. I'm gonna put this little ring thing around it. Oops. Okay, just taking a second just to slide this back in. So, camera back up here. A little bit on my face more. You know what? I don't know. Go all the way over. I don't know what I want to do. So I want to just go with that, or do I want to repute it? I don't understand what will happen if we don't. The thing is, it's come with the dual. I don't know why they would do that. I would have thought the dual would have costed more for them in the first place to be able to ship it as a non-dual. I'll just leave it out like that for a second. Yeah, so they've casually put in a power adapter here. That's not a Samsung product. So I'm always a little bit, hey, how you going when I'm hooking up those, although it probably doesn't cause any issues. I'm not an electrician, I'm not gonna pretend to know. But I just want to keep searching what this is gonna do. Different Samsung S8 versions. Here we go, this might... Okay, here we go. So this is what we wanted to look for. Something like this that tells us what all the different bands are. So the generic F is Europe, which ours is the FD, the duos. Asia, India, Singapore. So this is probably an Indian product. Possibly. Possibly. Singapore. What are the band differences? 4G, FDD, LET, all the different bands. And what can I just go back to one thing? What's really weird is I bought both these at the same time. I bought a Midnight Black version and an Orchard Grey one, and I haven't received. I received one, but not the other. You know. The problem is if I put up a fight now and I say this is a false product, are they actually going to send me the other one? Possibly not, and then I don't want to be out of pocket an entire phone and then lose. Even though I've got video evidence, this should be good enough proof that this is not the phone we want. Designed and engineered by Samsung, manufactured in Vietnam as well. So we've got here the 950 FZ VD XSG. I don't even know. Let's just maybe just buy. What are we gonna do? SM G950 FZ VD. Okay, someone's even commented. I just did a search for that. 1 out of 1. He has 2 Samsungs. One is the SM-FZ-KD SER. Second one is the SM-G950F. It's not even us. FZBD-XSG is the one we got. And that doesn't even come up. That is so strange. That particular model, down to a T. So I'm worried that this might not work with all the bands that we have in Australia. And if I'm going to live stream, which I want to do out in public, I need all the bands. You know what I mean? Yes. So this model, you can't really find a lot of information on. I don't know where the hell they bought this from. Is it actually Vietnam? They bought it directly from and someone's trying to fork it off? So they've clearly lied. Okay, first of all, it goes against eBay's terms and conditions. They've sold an item, clearly says here, MPN SM-G950FZDAXSA. Now, I emailed them. Is there my messages? I emailed them straight away as soon as I bought the phone. I said, I understand your concern. There was no concern. It was just, can you just send it to me? I'll contact the dispatch team and we'll get back to you once I get information from them. Grammar was a little bit out. I mean, there's no caps. There's spaces in between there, so I don't know. I gotta think about what I want to do. What do I want to do? How do I want to do this? Obviously, I want the Australian version so it works with all the bands here. I've got no idea. I literally have zero idea by typing in the particular model number of the phone that I've received. And that's the worrying thing. The other worrying thing is I've literally paid for 2 and I've only received 1. So, here's a post. Egypt. Could be Egyptian. I don't, honestly, this is just me talking out loud here. I don't really appreciate the fact that someone's tried to sell an item on a website and the model, because the model number makes a difference. Whether it works in the country, whether it accepts all bands, because if you buy a U-Boot phone like this, like top of the line flagship, You want to make sure that you're able to use all the different bands in your country. Not all the phone models are going to be like that. So what do we have? So I literally, this is the website it takes me to. There's nothing on there. It's an Egyptian. I can't understand that. I got no idea. Facebook, there's another post on it. So this has been a little bit disappointing. I'm not gonna lie. Someone says in here it's India UAE variant. Someone said that they bought it 3 days back, imported from Dubai. In India, no volt is showing up, so I imagine that means like the connection or bars, we like to call it. I guess the firmware needs to be changed. Just a shame that it doesn't come the way you want it to. But it's a dual, I don't know. Anyway, this is exactly why I filmed this, so I could have proof that the package I received was 100% not the one that I've got. And I'm glad I did, because now I've got evidence. The sucky thing is that I was really excited about receiving a Samsung S8. With the eBay 20% off sale, I was so excited about getting it. And at a reasonable price. At a price I thought was pretty good, because it was $949, and then eBay had that 20% sale. And here's the weird thing, right? So I bought the item. Here's me. I bought the item for 900 and I'll show you guys exactly. I bought it for 949. I think I already showed you the page for that. With the sale of 20% off at literally 10 AM exactly. That way I made sure before anyone price jacks I'm going to get it. I got it for $759. That's a really good deal on Australian stock, considering that fact. But if you go here, they've jacked up the price. As soon as, after I bought it, I think they must have realized, like, oh shit, we haven't put the prices up. So now if you buy it, it's like premium price. It's $1,000, 1,238. And it's a shame that, first of all, this is a video kind of thing demonstrating two things. One, it's a shame that this seller has falsely provided a phone that's not Australian, you know, the model that was issued in the ad. And the second thing is the price jacking that happens whenever there's an eBay sale. Because obviously I'm an Oz bargainer, and everyone was mad excited about the eBay sale. 20% off on like a lot of different distributors. I'm gonna have to find the post. And that's when I do a lot of my shopping. And I haven't had any dramas when I've ever done the 20% off. Ever. Yeah, I mean, if I wanted to get a grey import, I could have bought it for cheaper right there. I could have bought it for cheaper off any other website. I think it was like $699 for grey import, like the cheapest I've seen. But for the Samsung S8, obviously I waited for an Australian version issued by that person. And as you can see, the third lesson is, I guess you can't trust all the distributors in that sense. Like, for the simple fact that the phone is a grey import. You know, I wanted to make sure it was Australian, it's our model for here. Tough gig. I might have to post on Whirlpool to get a further explanation as to what I can possibly do. Like with the phone, will it work here? And the thing is, I'm going to try to get this back. I'm trying to look for this Prezi. I think there's so many sales on at the moment because of the thing that it's all going out the window. But let me look it up. eBay. Post date. What if I type that? eBay 20% off. Ba-da-da-da. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-da-da. I mean, the other thing is the only reason why this is opened is so they could actually put the Australian model in here. I highly doubt that. I highly doubt that. It's still got its wrapping on. Clearly says the SM FD on the back of the phone. Oh, I'm trying to get it to phase in and out. SM-G950 FD. I don't understand why they would need to open this. So obviously they bought it from somewhere else and tried to resell it. Might sound like I'm repeating myself. Obviously this wasn't a professional unboxing. I was not here to make an unboxing review on this particular item. I'm going to post somewhere and let them know. In fact, you know what? You know what the first thing I'm going to do is? I'm gonna email them right here, right now. Why not? Let's do it. Let's do the right thing. Let's just... Thing is, the only thing I'm worried about is if I do email them back, they're not gonna send me the other phone, and then I'm gonna be in a huge piss fight to try and get all my money back, and that's gonna be so shit to do. Let's go for it. More actions. So it was the Grey Orchard one that they sent me. Let me just check that this is definitely the Grey Orchard version. Yeah, it is. It's the duos. It says on the bottom, duos. I don't know. Why would they do that? I'm trying to fool the Australian public. Come on, boys. Alright, here we go. As you can see, this price is $9.49 with 20% off. So I'm going to... So one was for Simi. One was Simi paid for hers and I paid for mine on the same account. Let's contact seller. And hopefully they're able to... I have received an item that wasn't quite described. There we go. Can this item be returned? This item can't be returned right now. That's what it says. If I just move, guys. I'm so glad I've done this video. You can contact the seller for help. Okay, cool. What does it mean it can't be returned, right? That's so stupid. So hang on. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue our conversation from earlier. If I go to my eBay summary, where's my messages? In your YouTube ad, in your YouTube ad, eBay ad, and also my one of the phones I ordered. I've received one package from you. That is the Orchard Grey Samsung S8. There is a problem, however. The model number on the phone packaging is as I've read it, SM-950 FZVDXSG. After doing a quick Google search, this is the dual SIM card variant, and it's also not the Australian model number as listed in the ad. And it's also not the Australian model number as listed in the ad. I believe it's I believe it's, I don't know, I believe it's Indian, UAE, Egyptian, or something, or of a similar region. But definitely not the Australian version. The other problem was when I unboxed the item, was that the, what do you want to call it? Do not accept if seal is broken. Samsung Electronics. The other problem was when I unboxed the item, the seal, the Samsung Electronics seal, was broken. It says on this seal, do not accept this item. It says on this item, and I'll quote it, do not accept if seal is broken. So, we literally opened the phone with that in mind. I would what would I like out of this? I just like the Australian version of the phone. Can you please send me the model I purchased? Which is the Samsung S8 Midnight Black and Orchard Grey. I should just put one times Orchard Grey. In particular, model number B950. By the expected delivery date, which is Friday, which is this Friday, the 10th, Friday 10th November 2017. Alrighty. I think that's pretty good wrap. I want to get my Australian version of this phone because I'll let you guys know. I want to stream in IRL. Like, I actually want to stream in the streets of Sydney. And if it doesn't have the same bands, it doesn't matter. The principle of it is, it's just not the correct. It's just not the correct phone. It's not the correct model. And if I wanted to get a grey import for cheaper, I would have gone and bought the grey model for cheaper. I had particularly waited and looked around for a better model for the particular model I was looking for. And I was waiting for a good deal, like the eBay 20% sale off. I had a look at my phones and I saw their page. They've got about 5,000 reviews, 99% being positive, 1% being negative. And as it's listed, it's as the negative feedback suggested, it's not right. Look, I took a chance, and I'm going to see how I go with this one. I'm going to put everything back in its little packaging. No fuss, no muss. And I'm going to try to get going from here. I am going to write a quick message on Whirlpool to see what the go is. In the meantime, how would you like me to return that model that they've sent me? Because I'm not going to pay extra to return their phone. I'm more than happy for you to pick. Now let's regards Rick. I'm going to put my phone number underneath. Obviously, I don't want to put my phone number and leak it out on the internet, so I don't want to be putting it down. But I'll put it under in just a second. They've got all my details anyway. They've got my phone number, my address. They've got everything they possibly need. Which, you know, kind of blocked out on the packaging. My address on the packaging for obvious reasons. As well as my phone number. Cool. But yeah, look, I'm looking forward to seeing what their response is going to be. And I'd even call them right now if I could. Do they have a phone number? Do they have a phone number? That's the question. I'm just going to send them this. The other thing is I'm going to upload this video in full purely because if I split up the footage, and it's going to be a long video. I've been recording for about 50 minutes. If I split up the footage, then people are going to be able to say, well, you could have slipped in another phone in while you were unboxing, while you stopped the video, and then you got a different phone, put it in there after I unpackaged it, and you know, gone that route. So that's why I'm gonna upload the video on full, because I don't want to be accused. I don't want to give anyone any particular reason to turn around and say, you did this, you changed the phone, you're just trying to make us look bad, you're trying to con people, con a genuine business out of it. Hence why I even put up the unpackaging of that particular item, which I've just gone up. I've had the number in there the whole time. I'd shown everyone it is what it is. There's no pretending. And the only reason why I have done something like this in the first place was purely because I read a handful of negative reviews that it had happened, and unfortunately I haven't got what I wanted. Maybe other people don't realize it when they've opened it that they've got a different version, or maybe they do have genuine AU stock and they're just splitting it out differently. But anyway, this isn't the phone that I've ordered, so I'm gonna be hitting them back. Hopefully we get something back from them soon, and you know, we'll go from there. I'm gonna stop this video. I'm gonna hit send on this message after I put in my phone number at the bottom, so they've got, you know, they've got all the contact necessarily. I don't feel like I want to put in there that I'm filming them, because I don't want to feel like I'm pressuring them to do something. I just want them to do the right thing in the first place, and go from there. And yeah, I'll leave it off now. This has been Spot the Aussie on YouTube. Hopefully with a little bit of luck coming down my line. See you guys later. Whoosh.